Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Wan-Bissaka.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Konate. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Chance for a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Tonali. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Oh, shooting chance!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Mbappe.
And it's Gravenberch. And it's Kimmich.
Looking for options for movement.
Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich
climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Branthwaite. Now it's Mbappe. Tonali. Konate wins the duel this time.
Hernandez.
And Cucurella.
Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Now it's Kimmich. Palmer. Palmer.
Now Mbappe.
Gravenberch. Cucurella.
Chance! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Vinicius Junior.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Can he spark a counter here? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between.
Palmer!
Oh, it's come loose. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Mbappe.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Decent chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's the chance to counter.
Palmer.
There will be
He's in a great position here. He is through here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Cucurella. Now, can they get him away?
Vinicius Junior
Is in a really good position out wide.
He's got tall. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
And if you do have a
Any
chance
opinion
today,
you'd like to
please
express
take
on the
some
first
time out
half?
to give your
Well,
support
Peter,
to
at
our Better
2-0,
Stadium
you're
Fund.
faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third. especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, super ball!
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Shapes to shoot! Heavenly from Havertz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The second half sparked straight into life.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Thuram.
And the finish! Just off target.
Tonali.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a little off target.
Thuram looks to get on the end of this. That's good running with the ball. Great run on the overlap here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe.
Searching pass he's played there.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he's picked it up out wide. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now he's off and running.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? And it's Gravenberch. Now this could be a chance.
Chance! Sticks it away!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Number 17.
Now it's Thuram.
Sunset. Number 22.
Nice sequence of passes.
Big chance! And he's following up! It's in! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on!
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Sunset.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Dembele. Dembele. And here's Haaland. This looks promising. Can he finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He has a look up. Now it's Joao Felix.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Pedro Neto. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Dembele. Well, they can break here. And here's Haaland. He's had it taken off him.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Valverde. Valverde. Tonali. Very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Valverde. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover.
Great chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's nice. And he's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. Gently done. Passing nice and neat. Gravenberg knocks it into space. Thuram looking to play him in. He can run onto that. Face to face with the... He's having a shot! Goal! Switzerland! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A header! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Switzerland are doing that. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. He has a look up, and it's João Palhinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Thuram, he's on it, can he get away? And the shot! He can get that clear. And it's been shipped out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out wide, well read, and the danger is averted. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Thuram. Gravenberch gets a foot in here. Palmer, and here's Thuram.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. The pass has gone astray. Bernardo Silva, and now the breakaway. Dink through. Now it's Thuram. He's free, he has got space. And it's João Palhinha. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And João Palhinha. Kimmich cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Look at the space, goes for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Gravenberch. Thuram has created one goal already. Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gravenberch. Now it's Thuram. And that has left him in a heap. Van Dijk with a definite foul there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Palmer. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Hits a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Now that's well seen too. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go
Shot a goal! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Some resolute defending there. Van Dijk. Timber. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Thuram. And it's João Palhinha. Bernardo Silva. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Wan-Bissaka. Now it's Thuram. Succumbs to the pressure. Gravenberch. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Kimmich. Palmer. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Spread it left. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Gravenberch. João Palhinha. That's a good ball out wide. Bernardo Silva. He's got full. Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution for Switzerland, number 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Morgan Rogers.
A case now of complete control.
Mbeumo. Number 38.
Foden.
Gravenberch.
And Wan-Bissaka.
Number 22. Bernardo
Yildiz.
Silva. Coming on the field.
Thuram.
Number 20.
Yildiz.
Serhou Guirassy. Number 14. Pulisic.
For
Number
Pedro
8,
Neto.
Wirtz.
Haaland. And the shot! Well, got to be quick to recover this.
Number 47.
And it's
Phil
Wirtz.
Foden. Substitution in
Haaland
progress.
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
João Palhinha. Tonali. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Thuram. Dembele. Pedro Neto. Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sends it crossfield. Guirassy absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pulisic delivers the ball. Yildiz.
Pulisic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Into the channel. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Passing. Gets his head on it! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pinches it off him. Gravenberch. Good purposeful run. Takes a shot! Goal! Switzerland! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Gravenberch.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Played with finesse. Bullish header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he was quick to react. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Gravenberch. João Palhinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Palmer. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Thuram. Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, split-second reaction.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. And a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Bernardo Silva. Half an hour played now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice sequence of passes, this. Gravenberch. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid have it back and can go again. Ruben Dias. Kimmich chasing after it. Mbappe. Little pass back. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
And that is a little undercooked. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gravenberch. Kimmich calmly anticipates. Aimed beyond the defence. Ndika does well to get it back.
Has been indicated.
And he's there to clear it. Strong running down that left flank.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here.
He's got away. Can he finish? Ruben Dias tries to clear. They're urging him to shoot.
Oh, nice touch.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free.
He's got two. They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Switzerland are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Vinicius Junior. Cucurella. Now it's Thuram. And he's had it nicked away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He has a look up. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Timber. And he's gone direct here. Mbappe. Palmer. And here's decent chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Switzerland. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21, Thuram. Number 38, Gravenberch. Number 22,
And here's Haaland.
Bernardo Silva.
Haaland!
Number 19, Mbumo.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became...
And he shoots!
Number 9,
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lukaku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vinicius Junior.
Madrid have their third
Substitutions
quarter.
taking place.
Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Switzerland have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Neto. Now, can they get him away? And this is Lukaku. And that's been won straight back. Girassi. Now Foden. Now it's Sunset. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Foden finds himself offside. Van Dijk. And that's going right the way across. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That ball looks a good one. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's made its way to him. Lukaku is flagged offside. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication. Goes forward. Now it's Haaland. And it's Gravenberch. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Sunset. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Chance for a shot! McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. He's found the way through. That is a brilliant interception. Goes long and straight. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And that is that. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Hello attendees.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper.
Can he finish?
Oh, good-looking ball.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Gravenberch. And it's João Palhinha. Threads one in. Kimmich makes the interception.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Timber. It's Bernardo Silva. João Palhinha. And it's Kimmich.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Thuram. Now the delivery. And that was very necessary.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, what has happened here? Cleared away.
Ruben Dias. Gravenberch. Now it's Thuram.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella powering forward here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Gravenberch.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber.
Bernardo Silva.
Switzerland trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
And he's forced to go back.
Bernardo Silva.
Looking for a run-up. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position.
Fires it in low. Cleared without complication.
Kimmich. Looking to play him in. João Palhinha. And it's Gravenberch. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Palmer.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Long ball looking to counter. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Looking for the run.
Oh, delightful ball.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Cucurella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Probing pass. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Thuram. Kimmich. Vinicius Junior. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Mbappe. And it's Cucurella. Look at the space here. Gravenberch! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
João Palhinha. Bernardo Silva. And it's João Palhinha. And this is Bernardo Silva. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! There is the breakthrough! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
This might spell danger. And he thumps it clear. Switzerland do have a chance to counter here. That's been cut out, well played. Cucurella. Cucurella goes on a run down the left wing. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Chips it through. Alisson claims comfortably. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Bernardo Silva. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. Oh, important interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Palmer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Palmer. Well, there's the clearance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Swept in. Thuram. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Not the most accurate pass. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Switzerland, number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 27.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Number 22.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Number 38.
Good ball, good
On
take.
the field, number 20. Serhou Guirassy. Number 7.
Couldn't squeeze it
Sanchez.
through.
Number 47.
Tries to pass it through. There's Mo Flag.
Number 41.
Chance!
Esteban.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
McAllister. Substitution.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Great defending, strong and determined. McAllister. Nicely aimed pass. He's picked his way through. Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Looking here to chip it through. Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
2 added minutes
Now it's
has been
Lukaku.
indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. McAllister. Switzerland finding their passes. Played with finesse. That's cause for mild irritation. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy
Hello,
about.
attendees. This is a lost
So a brief
children
breather,
announcement.
and then extra
With the father
time.
of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
Substitution for Switzerland, number 10.
No
Jordi.
winner in 90,
Coming on
30 more to
replace
come.
him is number 6.
Madrid displayed great resilience to find the late
Substitutions taking
equaliser that's
place.
got them here. Now can they go one better? Wan-Bissaka. McAllister. Pass is just off target. Timber. Foden. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Pedro Neto, and the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tries to get it clear.
And it's Timber. Haaland.
Pedro Neto.
Timber goes for the shot!